Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians, and so forth. First, I want to say, damn this frickin' thingy. Let's just get rid of this damn thing. First of all, I want to say I do not want anyone to upload, download, save, sell, distribute, or use my videos in any way, shape, or form for, nefarious purposes. And that includes Chloe's bitch face mother. Yeah, I guess Chloe's just like her mother, a super bitch. So we're just gonna get that out of the way because it seems, there's problems there. Now, I'm not gonna go into details, but let's just get down to the bullshit, okay? So tonight and last night, Chloe was losing her mind, and I've been comforting her. But tonight we had the police came out. The police says basically Chloe can physically, mentally, sexually, and murder people, and they don't give a shit pretty much. It's like she's too damn retarded then, so they don't. She'd get out of doing crimes basically because of her retardation. So I'm sitting there thinking, how retarded is that gotta be, right? Well, anyways, the neighbors both called, and one neighbor said that Chloe wanted to go over and kill niggers because the neighbor across from me is Scottish African. She was born in Scotland. Then the other neighbor called and bitched about how she felt her safety was jeopardy because Chloe wanted to go kill her. And then the police asked me about my problem. Now, here's what happened. Chloe and I were sitting there, and Chloe keeps worried about going to jail. She's like, am I going to prison? Am I going to prison? Am I going to prison? And I got to hear that constantly, to the point where I just want to drown my sorrows in my booze. Now, everyone knows I love Chloe, but living with an autistic person, unless you just want to sit there and say, Raymond, shut the fuck up, Raymond. Or as one of my fellow trans sisters would say, shut the fuck up, Bieber Babbitt. I see she just smiled over there. But the point I'm getting is it's the same questions over and over. Now, Gabby, if you're watching this on, I'd like to hear your opinion about your little boy. Does he ask the same questions over and over? Or is it just me? Did I get a bad defective Chloe bot model? She's just sitting here smiling yet again. See, she thinks she's a super bitch. I just said super bitch because, well, I don't want to fucking offend her, okay? Now, I know the law enforcement...
So you don't think I'm a super bitch. What do you think I am then?
I think of you as a woman. Now, anyways, I'm going to tell you a story. Tonight, the police kept calling her it. And I found out it's a clown. So I was like, yeah, okay. Thing is the police came out and they basically said they can't do anything, whether it be criminal, legal, civil, nothing. But they had to come out with 3 officers to make sure she's well. And since, they said she's not a meds, yada, yada, yada. Well, anyways, the guy basically said to me outside, because I got Officer Numbnuts, that's what I'm going to call him, Officer Numbnuts, he says, that a person by Chloe's description wanted to go and hurt an entire mental health clinic and then go and hurt 1 to 2 mental health hospitals and then another mental health clinic. See, the mental health hospitals and the mental health clinics in Seattle. So I was like, for real. So anyways, the whole story goes, Chloe basically loses her mind tonight. And so we checked in a few things when the neighbor called the police. The police came out, basically said, hey, you're going to have to do other checks because we can't just turn around and tell you, yeah, you can go through this channel, you can go through that channel. He said, I would love to tell you, ma'am, it's that easy. You just walk in, you do this, you do that, but it ain't. But anyways, as you know, Lexi Terra J knows that I still think Chloe's innocent when it comes to going to jail in Seattle. Unless they prove me wrong with papers, I gotta go through the source that came in. Well, Chloe got mad, and when she tore up the papers, I lost my balance. Everyone will basically assume she pushed me, but I hit my head on the doorknob and the damn door. And the police were like, "Are you okay? Do you want us to take you up to the hospital?" I'm like, "No, I don't want the fucking bill." And they were trying to tell me that is basically domestic violence abuse. Yeah, if I went to the hospital tonight, Chloe would have been in jail for about 48 to 96 hours while waiting for a DV charge. No. So, anyways, so Chloe tears up her records being angry, you know, and she's violently angry. And the neighbor next door, the one that's adopted me as a sister, she basically turned around and she basically, what do you call it? You know, I can't believe the microphone. Is the microphone working? Hold on a second. Is the microphone working? Maybe they updated it. I don't know. So, anyways, I just hit off for a second. Anyways, so like I said, so you know, the guy on the guy that was outside with me, the police officer, he said there was people that were looking to find Chloe yesterday in Seattle. Apparently, a prank call or something. Basically, was going after these places, and I'm like, I don't know. But anyways, if it is a miscommunication, we'll find out today in about 5 hours, 6 hours. We'll get to the bottom of it. Chloe should be happy. But being, she thinks I'm venting about her. Oh, you're going to go on YouTube and vent about me. The only thing I'm going to be venting about on her is I'm going to pull my damn smelly socks off my feet and stick them under her nose. Maybe that would be amazing.
I'll put my feet in your face, my bare feet.
Anyways, I do want to say two things to you all, okay? Now, I don't know what, and I don't want Chloe to basically be combative or argumentative, but I don't remember what triggered it earlier, but Chloe came about 3 inches from whacking my head tonight, and I just can't remember, you know, me being drunk, what it was. And then she came about 2 inches of kicking and punching my crotch, okay? Again, I don't remember the whole argument, but I tried to tell Chloe, don't. Because A, she'll be evicted automatically, and B, she'll be homeless, and C, your old mommy can't help her, and D, that would be a DV charge. And, you know, she's just like, and I'm like, don't do it. You know, and I mean, she's getting to the point where, you know, and a lot of you say, oh, it's because she's not on meds. Meds don't work. But anyways, I think she needs to drink some more of her meds anyways because she's due for a med replacement therapy on meds tonight. So, anyways, as long as things happen now.
I gotta get some mango juice out and put it with my meds.
Well, anyways, here's the other deal, okay? Now, as you all know, and I'm not venting or anything, as you all know the whole story about the thing, I'll repeat it again. I basically was holding Chloe back from going to the door. The police took note of it today. I mean, he literally was taking notes. And I told the officer, I went to the door and blocked her. I went to the sliding door and blocked her. Eventually, he said, what happened? I said, eventually, Chloe broke free of my bear hug that I was holding on to, and I hit my head and passed out in the blue chair. And instead, guess what happened? And he said, what? I said, it took me 4 days to go in. They said I have an extreme concussion. He says, no shit. And yeah, Chloe ran out, basically didn't want to go to jail. And he's like, yeah, Chloe would have went to jail because Chloe was planning to either assault, tongue lash, or murder 2 neighbors. So yeah, the police basically said that. But he said at least it was better me taking the brunt force of it than anything. But then I have family out there like my cousin and cousin-in-law and sister who's like, you know, by the time your sister comes out there, your place is going to be disgusting. Well, we had plans today to get this place clean, but I've just been deciding, and this is something I'm going to tell you all, and I don't want you fucking bitch face motherfucker online, I'm talking about Chloe's mother, to bitch at me if I turn the fucking router off and put it in the safe. I don't see Chloe basically paying the internet bill. I don't see Chloe paying the electric bill.
If you take the router out, I'll just leave. I'll just leave. I won't just go to the library.
See, this is the fucking shit I gotta deal with on a daily basis.
Look, I will clean I'll clean right now. Okay?
No, I'm not talking about right now. We're on live. We're live right now, Princess. The point I'm trying to make is can I just get to my point without you getting angry?
Plug the router.
Yeah, but not while I'm running live. Anyways, I was told
you rather have it unplugged while we clean.
No, I don't. All I'm going to say is I have neighbors basically that here's my theory, okay?
What? Yeah, you want to unplug router because of me.
No. Can I finish what I'm saying before you think it's all about you? She thinks everything's about her. She never asks me about questions about me. She's always asking about this, and this.
Yeah, because you're fucking scaring me.
I don't scare you.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No, I don't. So can I finish my story, or are you going to interrupt again? So anyways, here's the thing. And I don't scare you, Princess. You know what scares you?
What?
You basically turning around getting notices about in jail for a parole violation. I don't scare her. The thing is, you want me to tell the truth? I'll tell you the truth. She fucking scares me. Like today, I almost got whacked in the head and punched and kicked in the crotch. Now, I don't remember the argument, but anyways, here's the deal. Chloe's just trying to make herself, like this. But when I tell people, including this channel, what I'm talking about when Chloe says, and I love Chloe. I'm not talking bad about her. She's always asking, am I intersex? Am I going to go to jail? Am I going to jail? Does anyone ask questions about how I feel?
To jail. I'll die in prison.
And the neighbor calls the fucking police. So we get 3 or 4 officers here asking me questions and asking her questions. Yes. And then he turns around and says, oh, well, I don't think she's a borderline personality. I think it's all a fucking setup. I was like, fine, that's cool. But when Chloe says, oh, I'm scaring her, you know who scares me the worst? Her. Anything, she scares me. She's unpredictable. Now, here's the deal. When I'm talking about different things, I'm talking about the rotation and aspect of narcissism. It's everything centered around a thing. I try to let Chloe, work around her disability so she can have.
Yeah,
I'm not
Shelly will tell you, go about
You know what she did? You know what she said to me? This is what I was getting at before fucking she opened her damn chili hole again.
What was it?
I was told by the fucking neighbor, okay, and this is about the neighbor in general, not about Chloe. I didn't say, oh, Chloe's a bad, evil person. I had the police call Chloe a dirty bastard tonight. An it. Now, here you go. The neighbor, I love her dearly, turns around and says she's going to help pay the internet bill, $50. I said, that's half the bill. Chloe only has to pay freaking $25 a month. That saves Chloe money. Well, I don't have the internet money, but you can keep it giving it to me free. Oh, by the way, I need you to basically... So it turns around and tells me to turn the fucking internet router off. And lock the router in the safe. You heard Chloe. She just pack up and go to the library. That's fine. Maybe she should do her gaming from 9 a.m. to freaking 8 p.m. at the library.
And then I'll hang outside and I won't sleep in this house.
Then,
I won't sleep in this house.
See, are you gonna deal with some little miss bitch ass here who thinks she's
what are you gonna do? Just keep the router locked up and go without internet?
No, I might just turn the fucking thing off, but I'm getting to my point before you fucking interfere again. So I got a neighbor who wants to pay me $50. Yet, she doesn't have the $50. She's all talk. Then, I get all these asshat motherfuckers, including every report that I've read, saying I'm being fine. And this is something I want to share with you all. You see, here's the deal. Again, if you're watching this, bitch face mom, shut the fuck up and just listen. You're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Chloe, and I'm not venting about you, so shut up about it.
Well, sometimes you do vent about it.
I don't vent, okay? Anyways, there was a lot of people out there, and if you ever read Chloe's mental records, they say mentally abuse, physical abuse, and all this other abuse, financial abuse. Then you got certain people that I know, I'm not going to give names because Chloe always tries to correct it on this videos. Oh, well, their name isn't this, their name is that. Anyways.
I'll have to use a real name. Because it's
yes, and I'm not going to because then I have to destroy the video yet again. But anyways, this lovely W woman here, basically, you got all these people saying things. Yeah, I mean, you look at her freaking mental health records. Lazy. She's got lazy ass syndrome, or she can't take a bath. She is unclean. She doesn't like to keep things. I mean, one record said she'd rather live in an apartment full of cockroaches and beetles than basically clean it herself. I mean, that's what the report said. And then you got all these damn people sitting there going, oh, well, that's part of this. No, it isn't. See, if you're going to be diagnosed with some fucking disability, excuse me for saying this, Chloe, then you have to be diagnosed 2 to 3 years mental illness before they can give you Social Security. She's got one disability that's known, and it can get her on right away. But instead, they didn't tell us that, so she had to appeal it because Mr. Lawyer's a bozo who, basically wants his fair share of free money. And then he pushes me to make all these phone calls. See, I'm not venting about you. So, with all this stuff, we had the police come out tonight because of this. Then we had to call the homeless shelter Chloe's at, and the guy was nice enough. I think the guy's a complete jackass and won't send us a release of information yet again. And then if we do get the information, then maybe we can build pieces together. But I know 3 people already that's like, Chloe went to jail, Chloe went to jail, Chloe went to jail. Police said they can't tell and they said they can't tell, quote unquote, if he, they didn't say she, went to jail in King County. That's between this, and this. So, but you get the point. So, a few hours snooze time, I should be fine. But you guys get the idea. Chloe's saying I'm venting, I'm not. I'm venting that the police basically, Chloe had a breakdown and etc. But there's nothing we can do about it. So, that's all I'm saying. Do you think I'm venting about you? Am I saying, oh, Chloe did this to me, Chloe did that to me? No. However, I'm going to have to bust my ass off, as my neighbor told me. And this is what I was trying to get at. But Chloe's just going to sit there and go to the library. So I guess, as my neighbor would say, let her go to the library.
Your neighbor doesn't like me. That's why she's saying this shit.
Well, yeah, go ahead and think about the neighbor. Tell her how basically everything is bad about the neighbor. Neighbor basically told me this, okay? I don't want to say negative towards her or the neighbor. They basically are like at loggerheads. Neighbor wanted to pay money to me for the internet, but can't do it. Neighbor is going to use up her bandwidth. Same time, Chloe wants to use the bandwidth for herself, which is fine because I don't do spreadsheets and post a Facebook app and upload vids like here. Now I was told by the neighbor to shut the bandwidth down to not playable for Guild Wars 2, and then we might be able to basically save $80 a month.
Yeah, she wants that just so she could watch movies on Netflix.
Yeah, and it would download 500 times slower because we went to the cheapest plan, which means she'd be downloading, the bandwidth would be used up, and we'd be screwed because everyone would be tying it up. So,
Shelly, your neighbor wants.
It's okay to say Shelly.
Shelly wants the internet for herself, and she's willing to take it from. She doesn't want me using it because she wants to download things.
Yeah, well, my point is this. I told the lady today that I'm unplugging the router when I sleep. That's it. When I go to bed, it's off. If Chloe's playing Guild Wars, fuck it. The neighbor
seriously, if you go, seriously, you're not doing this. You're not doing this because I'll fucking leave. I'll fucking leave. I will leave.
Well, anyways, let me give you the bits and pieces of why I basically were going to do this, okay? Before she fucking snaps again. You see, you just heard her argue and threaten. The reason for it is this, okay? My neighbors, my manager, the law enforcement told me today one guy was leaving after talking to Chloe. The place looks like shit here, and you know, me having a concussion and everything, you know, et cetera, et cetera. My neighbor basically said, well, you know, you should turn the router off when you're not using it. So you're really going to
do it? If you do it, I won't clean.
That's fine. Can I just finish what I'm going to say? Because I don't care. Because they keep interrupting me. The neighbor basically said to turn it off. But she basically said it in a way that was saying, and Chloe keeps interrupting me, so I can't finish, so this video is 20 minutes long. And I'm going to say this to you, Chloe's mom. If you're watching this and you see her snapping, you got to realize, here's the deal. There's only one person paying for the utilities, and that's me. So I have more control, but I can't turn the power off in my apartment. I can't.
You're turning it off. Turn the internet off when you go to sleep. Because trust me, you won't see me when you wake up. I will be gone.
You see, everyone, you just heard her argue again. So let me just finish my conversation before she gets freaking combative yet again, and I have to go walk Moppy around 50 times again. Here's the deal. And I hope she calms down because she needs to take a chill pill.
If you turn her out off, I'll break your tablet.
Go ahead, break Eric's tablet. Go ahead, break my iPad. Go ahead and break everything. You're getting this on live video, everyone. She wants to break everything of mine. See? Now, let me finish so she can take a chill pill.
Are you really turning it off?
I was getting to my story before you freaking keep combating me.
Are you turning it off, though?
I'm not going to. I'm going to explain in my video. So, the neighbor turns around and tells me, in one hand, she wants to pay $50 a month to have the internet. On the other hand, her and her son can't come up with that fucking money. You know, as Chloe said, the neighbor is a former heroin addict, so it's all talk. Now, with Chloe, everywhere I go from her medical record, it's lazy this and lazy that and lazy this. Now, I don't want Chloe getting combative, okay? I'm not basically venting about her, but I could if she keeps basically interrupting and basically saying, oh, I'm going to leave you and blah, 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 blah. Thing is I'm going to say this to dear old Chloe's mom and anyone out there, and I'm putting my foot down. The only one paying the utilities is me, and I'm not going to turn the power off, like I said. If I want to turn the internet off, I will. Neighbor keeps encouraging me to turn the internet off.
And you're sucking her tits over it.
No, I'm not. I don't. No, you're basically wrong there. Here's the thing, okay? She wants to freaking make all these accusations. Then, you know, eventually we know our fellow trans sisters out there that know what's going on with Chloe's whatever is going to basically make a video basically lambasting Chloe 50 ways from Sunday, and Chloe's not going to be able to defend herself.
And then I'll expose Thomas for who fucker he is.
Well, anyways, I wasn't talking about her in general, but anyways, let's just get to the thing before she gets angry with me. You see, I can't get this done properly. Now, the neighbor already called the police tonight because the voice was raised so loud that Chloe wanted to basically hurt this and do that and demand answers and everything. We don't have answers. So the police came out. 3 to 4 officers. Now here's the deal. Up to Chloe. In my opinion, everyone is hinting. The neighbor says, oh, when you go to sleep, turn the router off. When Chloe's asleep, turn the router off. If you do that, turn the router off. My answer is this. If I turn the router off and put it in my safe every night, it's not going to do me any good or Chloe any good. And frankly, the neighbor's going to bitch that she can't get her Netflix and Hulu. I give it to her free. But she wants to pay me for it. I'd rather get paid for it. Chloe, on the other hand, the manager and the neighbors go, well, you shouldn't be giving Chloe internet. She's just fucking lazy. That's the point I was going to get at. But Chloe keeps fucking doing it. Now, me, I can turn the internet off anytime I want because I pay for the fucking thing. Me, I leave it on because I like have continued access. But I'm about this fucking close to going to the fucking internet place in the morning and changing the codes because I'm tired of having fucking people tell me to turn it off because Chloe has lazy ass syndrome. Oh, Chloe can't do this, Chloe can't do that. And then Chloe gets mad. Well, you know what? All I hear from freaking people and her medical record is Chloe's lazy. Chloe's fucking lazy. Chloe wants to use the internet. Chloe wants this. You know what the fucking problem is with Chloe? I'll tell you. And this ain't a vent fest about Chloe. The mental hospitals, the mental clinics, the hospitals, the main hospitals, they all want to paint Chloe as a bad person. She's misguided. Misguided. Chloe's misguided. But because they're misguided, you hear people turn around and say, you need to do this, you need to do that. Me, all I can tell you is, in the end, my whiskey's calling me and I'm going outside for a bit. So please, 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 add, subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Post comments of what you think. Just leave the comments nice in the box. And it's wholesome fun for the entire family, including your dogs. Thanks for playing Buttercups.